are my thing. I studied for that stuff.
Cool.
As far as I'm concerned, the faster you type, the faster you hack. That's just the way.
Yeah. I mean, I
use
used to.
backwards.
Okay, here's the thing.
I used
Okay,
two
so
keyboards
I
at
do
the same time.
understand it
So.
seems more about computers than you. A bit. I mean, like, I understand more how they work than how to use, like, websites. Because, like, I know a tiny bit of coding,
Oh no,
how computers function. I just don't know how to, like, manipulate websites and use them properly. Sounds.
Right, have we actually got everyone? Are we ready to start?
I think we do. If Herodine is also ready to play.
Herodine, did you figure out the Roll20 stuff or no?
I can't access Roll20. I'm on my
No,
phone.
for a while. That's alright. I mean, I don't think you're gonna need it for a while.
I'm free. I can talk. Just I'm gonna be muted when you don't need me. But like, if you talk to me, I'll be fine.
Are you gonna switch to your computer like halfway through or no?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I?
Not halfway through, like in 10 minutes.
All right.
I just say things. Elizabeth looks intense.
She looks like she's a person that's a vegan, and she's gonna chastise you if you're not a vegan.
That is what she looks like. Yeah.
I say this because yesterday a friend came over with the art. That was exactly what she said. I'm like, she could be vegan. She's not a vegan, but she's definitely a kind of person.
It sounds, dude. She looks like she's trying to focus really hard on like reading your mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
no,
kind
don't
of
do that.
boring.
Trying hard to not fucking kill you.
Poor lamb.
Dante's picture looks like. Dude,
Hmm?
Dante's picture looks like a reaction to Elizabeth's picture.
Yeah.
It kind of.
Dante's saying, "Good luck rooting around in my mind."
Yeah, mate, you don't want to be in there.
I used to have a French girlfriend who looked at me like this whenever I mentioned anything bad about France, and she'd be like,
God.
very cold.
Wow.
Right. Normally we will start the sessions with the intro monologue, but I didn't really give anyone a warning this time. My bad. So from next session onwards, you guys will be on a turn-by basis be giving a brief monologue or intro into the events that are happening. So you can either volunteer for that now or have that thrust upon you when you're not ready for it. Up to you.
Monologue as in, like, what our characters are currently doing, or as in a recap of last session?
It's sort of a bit of both. It's kind of like the way the book describes it is like whenever you have those sort of noir detective novels, you have the spanning across the city camera and someone going, "My life is dirt, but dirt matches with the sky," or something. You know, just it's not anything that's going through their head. / we fought a 10-ton lizard.
Great example. Great example.
Imagine an animated Batman episode. Everything that comes after the word Gotham. That's the action.
Yes.
Yeah.
The city is a whore, but she's my whore.
Great example again.
Bro, Batman saying to the Joker, Joker just be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I always, when I think of Batman, I always think of him like narrating that stuff to himself on a rooftop, just like talking to himself on his own.
No, I would like to have it thrust upon me. I will not volunteer now.
Okay, I will thrust it upon you when you are least prepared, and you will have to come up with something on the spot.
That's what I do.
Oh, try me.
Right. Okay.
I can go if you want. I can do the monologue this time.
You want to do it this time? Perfect.
Yeah, no problem.
That's amazing.
No problem.
Is it for our own character, or is one person doing it for everyone?
It's so you do it. So each session, one person does it for
It's this.
their character / everyone.
Oh, it's like
I like that.
Thing in the book.
Yeah, it's in the.
See, monologue button. At the beginning of every session, one player goes into a monologue as his or her character, relating the character's thoughts and feelings at this point in the story. Right.
Nice.
Dante, the day after meeting Mr. Grace and his goons and the rest of the gang, wakes up, underslept, reflects on the events of the past day, the strange person who came into his auditorium and said, I have a puzzle for you, and later promised he has information on his daughter. The people he met, the TV star, who is apparently there for no obvious reason, and the other person who has had a loved one missing from their life without any explanation, his colleague from another department, and a student. He sips a glass of water and remembers everything that he had done after that meeting, scouring the internet for whether this is some horrible prank by Ned Halford and his TV company, looking up into the basics of the story about Billy Wright and her disappearance. Yeah. He remembers the sleepless night, goes to his window, looks up at the Ullmanoch sky that he's come to hate in the past few years. Gets ready, goes out, and thinks that today he'll be heading towards King's Oath Bar to have a conversation with this other person who might have relatable motives.
Okay. And with that, we'll pick up there. Are you happy with that, or?
Yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. Okay.
Is everyone happy with that? I'm
No, I mean, as in,
yeah,
like, I just
good.
realized I don't want to like interrupt you and leave you there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This should be short.
Okay.
Mm.
As
I won't.
I kind of didn't hear anything he said.
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, just a second. Fine. And sorry. Yeah. So like, what happened?
It was just a very
Basically,
brief.
Dante woke up, reminisced about the work he'd done previous evening, doing some basic research on the internet about the people he met last night, and went out of his house intending to go into the King's Oath pub, see what's happening. Because to him right now, this feels like maybe a horrible prank set up by Ned Halford's TV company. You know, one of those you got punked things, or maybe it's something else. He's not sure. He wants to understand, and he picks up the business card that Mr. Grace left him, puts it in his pocket, and thinks to himself that he's going to hold Mr. Grace to his promise of telling more about his daughter. Yeah.
Okay. Each of you also begin to wake up, thinking your own thoughts and going through your own evaluations of what happened the last day. None of you sleep well. All of your nights are filled with tossing and turning. And as you begin to sort of wake up and face the morning, which, like most Ullmanochian mornings, is a cloudy with drizzle coming down. It doesn't even have the balls to properly rain. It's just a drizzle, as usual. What do you do? So now Dante is heading to the bar. What's the rest of everyone else doing?
Before we continue, how do I make my profile picture in the Roll20 the same thing as my character photo?
Oh,
Under
you,
the chat box.
Yes.
You say as.
Oh, okay.
See them.
There's two.
Bam. That's us.
Nice.
There you go.
So yeah, I think Ned wakes up groggily. There's like a half-eaten chocolate cake on the nightstand, and the TV is still running. Nothing good on it, per usual. He gets dressed in a fine suit, and he really likes the idea of more money. Todd, it's nothing new though. Most of the people who pitch to him, they do it the same way. And they say, "Would you like more money than you've ever seen?" He says yes, but then they don't give him. And so he's really wondering if Grace can actually keep his promise. And he wakes up and he feels like he wants to go for a drink. And he's very, very intrigued by like the group of people, wants to know more, and so his curiosity has peaked, and he's going to the King's Oath bar as well. But he's getting driven there in a limousine.
Okay.
Of course he is.
All right. It's a very luxurious limousine, but not nearly the standard he's used to. They only have 2 varieties of champagne. It's quite disturbing, actually. Jasmine, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, Jasmine is taking inventory. Look, I'll be very honest. I don't know how to run a bar, let alone the English terms for it. So I'm just like making things up. But yeah, she's like doing her usual business. Right after breakfast, she's going to do some paperwork.
Okay.
Bar.
She's just awaiting everyone to arrive, essentially.
No, she's. I mean, she just kind of has to do this stuff. Yesterday night definitely hasn't left her mind. She is quite occupied with the thought of finding her mother again. But she needs to run a pub, and she can't just leave those responsibilities behind. So yeah, that's what she's doing.
Okay. Elizabeth, you have more of a rough night than most, considering that the person you love most was recently reminded of their mortality.
Threatened? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the thing. I think we all agreed that we would meet up because otherwise, I don't see a reason to go to the bar.
I don't think we did, right?
I don't
we didn't.
think.
I think Dante's going to the bar simply because he wants to talk to Jasmine about her.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If that is the case, what day in the week are we?
We are a Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. Do I have to make like a simple roll to see if I have to give class today or not?
I'm gonna say today you don't have class, which is kind of rather strange because you get a call from the dean who basically says that all your classes have been cancelled for this day, and you won't be needed.
Okay.
Turns out your one of the hallways nearby your lecture hall caved in. And they're gonna have to spend the whole day fixing it.
They're gonna that's convenient. Not weird at all. All right. Well, seeing as she would wake up expecting to give a class, not having to give a class, why some mysterious way, I think she will just like. As we saw that Dante was a water in the morning kind of person, Elizabeth just drinks coffee. It helps with the sleepless nights. So she will just grab a cup of coffee, see if her wife is still home. But it won't be immediately in her mind to go to the pub. So she will for the moment just stay inside, see if the wife is still home. If the wife is still home, accompany her for breakfast. If not, just...
Allison seems to be gone. She has left you a very short note that says just very briefly, sorry, hun, had to head out, but I'll be back probably quite later tonight. There's also a couple of kisses and a little heart at the end.
Okay. All right. For the moment, she will just... I think she has, like, even though she didn't sleep that well, I think she still has a lot to think about. So I think she will take her coffee, go sit by a window, melancholic as fuck, and...
Troubled artiste, got it.
And think about... not just what happened yesterday, because yesterday was just a reminder of like so many things that have happened in the past. So think about that and think about how she's afraid for Allison.
Okay. Isadora, what are you doing at this point as you wake up? Isadora?
Yeah, just had to unmute myself.
Oh, sorry.
Sick. What did you ask again?
What are you doing with your day as you wake up and sort of begin to get over the night before? What is it you do with your day?
Isadora wakes up from laying down in the bed, calmly, weirdly still, on his back. Like, he seems like he just laid down, went to sleep, woke up without any movement. And he gets up, sits by a table near his bed in his small dorm room. He opens up a notebook, revealing half a page in like the middle of the notebook, a page with half a page written on it, half a finished sentence, and a word with on the second letter of a word that's half drawn because he wrote it by hand. He takes the pen, finishes the letter in the exact same font, continues writing for about an hour straight, then goes to the bathroom to brush his teeth, to shower and brush his teeth, and eat breakfast made of cornflakes.
Right. Okay. As both you and Elizabeth, as you guys are at home, you do see that either on your phone or on whatever TV that you see that the BBC is rerunning the same story that it was running last night, which is a young rugby player, famous rugby player, has been arrested on suspicion of the murder of his girlfriend, who apparently, according to the authorities and according to the various other witnesses, he beat her to death in the middle of the jazz club in which they were in. Just got out of his seat and beat her to death. And it cuts to a very hysterical young woman who is just like, oh my god, I don't know how it happened. He just jumped up and then it was all so fast. And then it cuts to a couple of other people, and before that, the story is moving on to a dog that has learned to fetch a beer for its master by opening the fridge. And the story is going.
Okay, Isadora is sort of mouthing the words while they're being said on the screen, like repeating them perfectly.
All right.
Is there a name that they give for the rugby player or the
They
boyfriend?
are not giving any names at the moment. At the moment, they are refusing to give a name.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because because as she sees that, as Elizabeth sees that, probably on her phone, because who watches television in the morning? Only old people do that.
I do that.
She sees it
Isadora.
on her phone.
Jasmine also does that.
Shush! Oh, shush you! As I said,
Isadora's
old
doing
people.
it on a radio.
Her first instinct would have been to go away from the article and stuff like that, and then a second later open I don't know if we use Facebook here or something like that,
It's our world,
yeah, okay, because she would have searched for the name of the guy to see what kind of person he was, but seeing as they didn't even name,
she could look up the
she would
story. If you want, she can look up the story. Give me an investigation check for her to sort of just troll the internet to see what people are saying, and it's an investigation, So
yeah, okay. So
do you have any tags that can work with
that? I don't think. No, I don't. I don't have anything that would help here with online research.
So just a 0 roll. So just straight 2d6. It should be there.
So do I just Can I press the button of core moves that says investigate?
That will work as yeah. So
first roll of the
Okay.
campaign.
Right.
Hey, miss. Hey.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, la la. Unlucky.
Bummer. Wait, it's a power 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it still says power of 2. Wait.
So, I'm gonna hit power of 2. It shouldn't be power of 2. It should.
Okay, so here reset.
Oh well, if it's
yeah,
that
some,
means you rolled a 4, so the result is still the same. You still miss.
It's
Yeah. It's even worse.
It's an even worse miss, but
Lay down to me.
okay. Right. So you spend a good while searching over the internet, and you end up on a couple of forums, waste a good amount of time with nonsense, until you start listening to a couple of people who are on this message board who all swear blind that it was a man by the name of Nate Mitchell, and that he did it because he was angry at his girlfriend, and that he had found out that she was cheating on him with the owner of the jazz club, and that he burst into a rage and beat her to death there. And the story, you're sort of unsure if it's true or not, because there's definitely parts of it that seem a little shady, but because it's the only thing that you found at the moment, it's kind of what you're believing. It's kind of what you got to work on.
Yeah, I'll keep it with that. All right. Yeah.
Okay. Cut to the King's is it King's Head or is it the King's?
The King's Oath.
King's Oath. Why did I think King's Head? I'm thinking of bloody. It's the King. Cut to the King's Oath pub. Can you actually describe the pub for us, by the way?
We're more violent than we thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a pretty standard pub. It's at the moment it's closed. It's got a little sign hanging on the door that she's turned over to show that it's closed. And it's God, I am bad at describing pubs. I just realized. I'm gonna Google pub and describe what I see.
While you're doing that,
Yeah.
both
Got that right
Dante
here.
both Dante and Ned, you guys are making your way through. Ned, we'll start with you. Your limo is making its way through Barrow Ridge, past the massive department stores and the impressive looking boutique. There's the Louis Vuitton and all the other very expensive looking brands as you move down through downtown on into Candle Street, and suddenly the buildings start looking pretty hideous, squat, fat things with flat faces and ugly grey exteriors, the type of things that were blown up and rebuilt fast just so that they could get something in place during the war. And as you drive through, you're slightly disgusted by the pure just ugliness of this place. There's rubbish across the streets. It's just not a nice area.
Oh my, it's just like LA.
Dante, you two, how are you making your way here, by the way?
Public transport.
Public transport, right?
Walking.
A sweaty bus ride later. You arrive in Tomb Street, and get off it to not so grim for you, sort of scenario.
All of Ullmanoch is grim to me. So it's nothing new, at least.
You guys both sort of arrive.
Do you want me to take over?
Yeah, you both sort of arrive at the time the pubs.
I wanna do a thing. So basically, Ned gets out of he's wearing a full suit, but he has the blazer off, and it's like over his shoulder. Right? He steps out of the car, slams it, and says, "You can go back to the hotel now, Pedro. You've done good." I'll walk my way back. I have a feeling I'll be here for a while. And he's just like, he's very struggling from the outside to tell if it's open or closed. So
Dante pays no attention to Ned, just walks.
Well, that's the thing. When you try to open the door, it's locked. And if he tries to open it, he'll have Jasmine save from from inside. Pub's closed. We don't do breakfast.
Not here for breakfast.
What?
We met yesterday. I wanted to talk.
She walks a bit closer, pulls aside the curtain that's hanging in front of the window, and raises her eyebrows the moment she sees you. And yeah, she walks up to the door and unlocks it and says, "Sorry, what was that?"
Didn't know it'd be closed. Apologize.
That's well, it's fine. You had to talk about yesterday, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't mind me doing some work while you're here, then yeah, please come inside. She steps aside for you to enter the pub, which is it's a pretty standard pub. It doesn't have a lot of natural light, having only the currently mostly curtained windows right at the so it's a bit less less gray than this. It's more there's more wood. The floors are made of you know what, I'll just toss in a picture over here. So yeah, it's got a wooden bar. There's lots of lights, a couple of flags. There's a television hanging in the corner, which is currently playing the news. And yeah, it's pretty much what you see here from the windows. When you move away the curtains, you've got a pretty all right view of the bay, and that is it.
Yeah, Dante would say, I reckon we'd talk first before we'd all get to Mr. Gray's, seeing how our cases are somewhat similar.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. And Jasmine, meanwhile, continues mopping the floor, which she was doing before you, trying to enter.
Is there a second mop? Because Dante will happily take.
There's only one.
Okay.
She's bringing a second mop, planning to just be mopping on her own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ned sits down at the bar. He has a glass, and he's like, "Well, what do you usually serve? I'll have the most common item on the menu."
Most common item is just a pint. Though I don't know if you would like to start with that this early in the morning.
I'm on vacation.
All right, well, if you say so. And she walks behind the bar and, yeah, she pours you a pint. What would you pay for a pint in a city like this? Because I am bad with prices, and it's been a while since I've been to a...
$2.50, probably? £2.50?
All right, $2.50 it is.
He gives like a $20, like a 20 quid bill or something, and just like puts it down, and just slides down, keep the change.
I will not. She says as she starts getting the change. It's awfully nice of you, but I'm good. Here you go, the change, and here's your pint. Can I get you anything, Mr. Coleman?
Whatever you're having.
You also, whatever I'm having.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Can't have a conversation like this completely sober.
Well, the coffee's on right now, so I'll get you a cup in a bit.
I'll drink to that. And he like looks at Dante and winks.
Dante looks exactly like his picture, completely implacable.
Ned just looks around and is like, "Well, I am kind of glad
Mr.
that."
Halford, what's your trauma?
My trauma.
Yeah, we're all here because we have some damage. What's yours?
Yeah, I think I'm rather good.
Are you?
What about the divorce?
TV shows, is it?
Oh, don't worry too much about that. It was one of those things where Hollywood, Texas. There was no real love involved. Most of it was for marketing, and I knew it was gonna end the day I got
Oh,
into
fucking knew it.
it. Yeah,
Charming.
it wasn't that hard to figure out.
Yeah, yeah. Still though, you made a cute couple.
For a while. There's a reason I'm here and she's not.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
she's
That's
smarter
fair.
than you.
Yeah, maybe. That could be true. Well, since you're so keen on everyone having trauma, what's the deal with you two?
Mr. Grace made some promises in exchange for whatever services he wants to require from us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't
I'm-
really pass up his offer. Can't afford it either.
Yeah, no fair. Same. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised you didn't just Google me, Mr. Halford.
Oh, are you famous too?
No, not at all. But it's kind of. Well, I'll leave that to you. It's just. Let's just say it's easy to figure out what I'm looking for if you just look up the rights.
No, well, I'll do that now. And he pulls out like a completely new and very different phone, that from the phone that you saw yesterday. And new case, new model, everything. And he looks up the rights as they keep talking.
Yep,
And it turns to gold.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
Now, I know that what just happened would probably make you say no, but can I borrow your phone?
You know what? I'll just tell you. In that case, my mum went missing when I was 9, and well, I've got no idea where she went or what happened with her. So any lead that can lead to her, I'll take.
Yeah.
Oh my, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it was. It was a bad time, and let's just say that I am quite curious as to see what Mr. Grace has in store, because so far, not even the cops have managed to find her.
Because they're bloody useless.
I wouldn't go
This
too
city
far,
sees
as
more
far as to say
disappearances than
that.
most others.
At
Maybe
that-
you wouldn't go that far because you were 9 at the time.
Wow. Yeah. Let's just say I didn't look all that much into it while I was a literal 9-year-old. Look, they're all own people with their own issues and stuff, so let's not be too judgmental about them, shall we?
I mean, hey, I'm a simple man. I love money. That's pretty much it.
At
Go
that
get along
point,
with cops then.
At that point, as you guys are talking, there's a sound, shuffling sound beside the door, and you go to shout at them, Jasmine, to say that you're closed.
Yep.
And there's a sliding noise, and something slides under the door. Elizabeth and Isadora, and both of you in your dorm room and in your house, you see the same shh, and something slides under your door.
Yeah. Jasmine goes to pick it up.
You find
A secret.
you find a picture of what looks like a barber shop, though the decor seems to be more of that of a tattoo parlor. It has written across it, "The Fallen Barber Shop." The Fallen Barber Shop. And as you flip the postcard over, the picture over, you see on the back it says, "By my good graces, let's not tarry, let secrets become stale. Mr. Grace."
Well,
Dora smiles slightly, like thinks about how a barber shop would fall because it's a building. I mean, he knows that's not the point. He just thinks about that.
1 second, guys. What? Sorry.
yeah.
You think one of the sheep escaped?
Oh no.
But I bet it.
God, I love sheep though. The animals.
Huh?
Sheep are great.
They are, but they're so fast and slippery. Like
Right?
if you like take it, I think they escape quite easily as well. To be honest.
It's just
I wouldn't know.
so good. So mischievous. I always mess that one up the first time I say it.
Mischievous.
Yeah, I always say mischievous that when I first say it, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right.
I think mischievous sounds better.
Mischievous. Mischievous sounds more mischievous though. You know?
My God.
Right?
Maybe.
All right. He's back.
Everything good?
Everything good. Everything good. Sorry about that, guys.
Good.
So what are you doing?
Assuming Jasmine reads the note to us.
Yeah. She most certainly does. And she says, either of you ever been to this place?
Nope.
She shows the picture.
Get your blazer, Halford. We'll go road trip.
Ah, that sounds fun. And like he puts it on and like, accidentally, leaves a $20 bill behind that and tries to like casually just be like, well, we're going.
Right. I thought you were all about getting more money. This is...
I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's leave.
All right. Well, if you say so. And Jasmine puts the £20 bill in a wallet.
Yeah. Money's versatile. I have big plans for mine.
Well, hey, it's not up to me to tell you how to live your life. Either of you have transit?
I'm awful with directions. Where are we going again?
Well, Jasmine takes out a phone, making sure to keep it far away from Ned, and looks up the looks up the
address. Yeah, she can definitely do that. It does give up an answer of a place that is up in Old Harbor. Elizabeth and Isadora, what are you guys doing when this message comes through?
Yeah, I think it'll take like a good 5 minutes until she actually notices that a piece of paper was slipped through the front door. I think that's normal. I think it takes a bit of time. But when she notices it, opens it, sees that it's just a photo of an address with like that cryptic message on the back, she'll sigh and take her coat and get to her car to start driving there.
Isadora will just simply pack up his and take his small side bag that he takes with him practically everywhere. It has water and a tiny bit of snacks and like a notebook and shit. And just put on his wind bracer made of that cloth that repels water, so he has a coat of that, pretty nice brown, stripes of darker brown.
I'm trying to think of the name of what I'm trying to think of the name of what it's called, but yeah, I know.
And then he just starts heading out on foot.
Okay. If you're heading out on foot, if you're heading out on foot, you're gonna get there a lot later than everyone. Are you gonna use public transport or anything?
No, but he kind of seems to trust where he's going, so he's not gonna make any wrong turns.
Okay, give me a. Oof. This is a difficult one. I just need to see quickly. It's a bit of a harder one.
Go toe to toe. Sounds like go toe to toe.
It's not really a go toe to toe one. It's more of a
Go toe to toe with the city.
Change the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, no. I'm gonna say let's leave it. Let's leave it because it's not really one that's gonna. It doesn't really fit any of the tags. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you go for that. You turn up. You are gonna turn up later, but you're not gonna turn out like as much later because you're employing that ability of yours. The rest of you, you all managed to find the place in a relatively.
Sorry to cut you off. Very important detail. As they leave the bar, Ned puts on a big old set of these.
Oh no, what have you done?
Yes.
Oh no, Ned!
Just the sake. What?
Ned, you absolute clown.
His trusty
Terrible.
pair.
You watch as Ned Halford pulls out a set of disguise.
Wears them
goggles.
on top of his normal glasses.
Mr. Halford, we're not going to a comedy class.
Yeah, and if you're being Groucho, I'm not keen on being any of the others. So take that shit off.
Damn. Live a little. And just keeps walking.
I'll see what kind of sunglasses I can buy for £20.
This is his disguise, right?
It's quite early in the morning, so the shops are beginning to open up. It's so yeah, you can if on the way if you want to stop and dip in and buy a pair of sunglasses for 20 quid.
No, I'll make a mental note of it. We've got
Okay.
more important stuff to do right now.
Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah,
do
you-
drive the others there on my Mini Cooper.
You all start to arrive. Elizabeth arriving slightly after you guys as you arrive there. The barbershop / tattoo parlor, because you're still not quite sure which it is sandwiched between two other buildings that are sort of almost overflowing onto it. The fact that they're so large and it's so very, very small. As you look in, you can see that the walls and the decor is extremely hipster in design. There are all sorts of weird antique type things like skulls of bizarre creatures and murals, as well as art, abstract art paintings, and all sorts of weird miscellaneous stuff that is brought together to make a barbershop. You cannot see any owner inside. The door is unlocked, and there is an open sign in front, but at the moment you can see no proprietor.
Mr. Coleman, Mr. Halford, perhaps an idea that the two of you go in there first. I think going in there, I have no idea what to tell them. If I,
I
went
mean,
in there.
while
As you guys are
Jasmine
talking
is
about
trying
it,
to
yeah.
suggest to talk, Dante just walks in.
Oh,
He doesn't prepare; he just goes in.
Elizabeth,
Yeah, same.
your car pulls up as Dante pushes the door open and it jingles as he goes in.
All right, at least I know where to go now.
Let's get your fucking nose tattooed, Halford.
I know it's crazy. It's not actually my real nose.
You don't say.
Yeah. He like waves at Elizabeth's car and like walks in immediately after Dante, and he's just takes a look around. You know, I don't know. Waits.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
happens
like-
when we open the door?
As you push open the door and as you step inside and start to look around, it is pretty much as you saw from the windows that lent in. It is a mismatch of stuff. There's a sort of damp, earthen smell in here that feels like it's covering something, and you're not sure why you get that impression, but it just feels weird. You also notice something else that is very bizarre. On the table, beside all of the barber chairs, there is a long set of at least 15 knives. But it is not the amount of knives, it is the assortment of knives that is truly bizarre. There are barber razors, there are sort of Indian curved blades. There's what looks like almost like a Roman fucking miniature gladius. They're all knives, but they're all very strange assortment of them. What are you guys doing?
Looking around for now. Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that like a minute after you guys will enter, like Elizabeth will enter as well, and she's like rhythmically like swinging her keys around her like a pointy finger, like she's just like swinging them like she honestly doesn't give a f. And she will enter after you guys. I imagine that the door has like their little like bell, or does it not?
It has a little bell, but the bell sounds it's kind of like a pathetic bell. It just sort of sounds like a little ding.
Okay. Well, yeah, with that pathetic little bell, Elizabeth enters.
Professor Weiss.
Morning. Do any of you know what we're doing here?
Pretty short.
Ourselves.
Pretty shortly after, Jasmine walks in as well, saying, "Oh wait, so we're all just barging in then?"
Yeah, why not?
Well, where's the other one?
As you
we've been
say that,
invited.
Isadora arrives a little bit later, looking a little bit worn out from her walk, from his walk, sorry, but otherwise fine.
Nah, the crew, the cast, the characters—they're all here.
Shut it.
He looks giddy.
If we walk to or if Elizabeth walks to the like back end of the room, is there somewhere a door to go to a back room or something like that?
There's not a door. There's a set of almost see-through orange curtains. Almost is the stressed word here, because if you feel like it, you could stare at them and see through, but yet, or you can sort of make out as dull silhouettes on the other side.
Oh, there's
She'll-
people on the other side. Okay.
Yeah, she'll stop there, point a finger to there, and just say like in the just.
By the way, so you, when I say silhouettes, you can see
Yeah.
what looks like multiple figures moving around. There's no
Uh-huh.
sound. There's no sound of footsteps though.
Oh.
She'll stop there and just like not say anything, just point a finger in the direction of the curtains to the rest of the people who are in this room.
Okay. I'm tempted to just go hello.
That looks cool. Ned walks over and unveils the curtain.
As you reach the curtains, Ned, they burst open.
Yeah.
They slide to the side, and there is a woman standing, half leaning against the lintel of the doorway, and you can see behind her that it is a perfectly normal room behind. There are no silhouettes, no shadows, no movements, just her. She's a woman you know. You've met her before, Arabella Veros. She stands there, looking extremely pissed off that you guys are here, even though you've been invited. And goes, "All right then. Which one is it?"
Wait, so this is this your place?
"Yeah, it's my place. That's why I'm in here, isn't it?"
Oh, it's
Grace invited.
it's the lovely place you've got.
Thank you.
I guess it might be me.
It's you? Really? You don't look like the sort to take risks.
I don't. Interesting.
No,
He
but I-
smiles slightly.
All right then. Take a seat. Rest of you,
He
your time
takes
will come.
a seat elegantly. Just any seat.
Any
Wait, am I
seat,
missing
any
out
seat.
on? Am I missing out on anything here?
I think we're all missing out on something.
You
Right,
watch.
so
You watch as Ned takes a seat, and Arabella sort of
Wait,
looks. Oh,
Isadora.
oh yeah, sorry. Isadora takes the seat. Oh, Isadora. Okay, right. Sorry. Voices. Isadora takes the seat, and you watch as Arabella sort of looks over all of you guys and goes, "You do get to join in, which you pick the weapon, if you will."
wait,
Suggest-
is this some weird murder thing? Because I'm not into that.
Have you not been told?
No, we have not. No.
Right. Oh, okay. I am Mr. Grace's go-between. I will be the one providing you with all the information you need to go about and do the many things that you need to do. If you complete what I give you, I am permitted to give you secret in return. Something you need, something you want. Anything you want. But in order to prove your willingness to commit the task ahead, I will only tell you the information as I either shave you or cut your hair. And she gestures to the knives before you. So make a choice.
Is that gonna go for all of us or just one of us?
It will go for one of you each time.
Oh, that's good. That's fine. Mr. Rosalind, you go ahead.
Barbershop gossip elevated to another level.
So it's that. I'm not very talkative, so.
Well, in that case, I'd say.
Ned's eyebrows could use some trimming.
No, I took it off already, but yes. So are the knives just a hobby, or is that also Mr. Grace related?
That's just me. I like knives. Everyone's got.
They are nice.
They look great on you.
Thank you. You have to see how many I've got hidden under this outfit. And she gestures to her clothes.
I think I'm. Okay, so I have a question. They're like they're in like the room that she stepped out from behind the curtain. Like if you look there, what is within
Looking
behind
in
the
there
curtain?
now, give me an investigation because she's going to see you looking, and it's how much time you have before she's going to close those curtains.
Okay, an investigate. Can I add power tags to this?
You can add power tags to this. It's depending. I'm going to tell you whether or not they're going to be applicable, though.
Okay. I want to put shamelessness because I just turn around directly in front of her, just not giving a fuck in the middle of her sentence.
I'll allow shamelessness. Yeah.
And I think that might be all I have.
Okay. We'll roll with power 1 then.
Power 1, it would be investigate. Oh fuck. Dane.
You get right.
It's okay.
You look through the open curtains, the orange sort of silky curtains moved to the side, and for a moment you see completely fine. There's nothing there. Just seems like a back room where all sorts of little assortments are stored and little things. And what the hell is that? You look on past the curtains and there's something there. There's a mirror in the corner. But as you look at it, you can see that is not your reflection looking back. And as you linger there for a moment, the head turns to look at you. And then it rushes at the mirror, and as it does, the curtain slides shut as she has stepped across and slid the mirror shut. I want you to take a spooked 1.
Oh, I like how that is a thing. Where do I add the conditions on my character
right
sheet?
beneath the themes. They should be beneath the themes.
Yeah, there's tracking cards. They're
Tracking
really
cards
nice.
beneath.
Can I ask a question about this, by the way? If as a result of a roll, you give us a status, are we allowed to like face danger and try to resist it?
You can on certain ones. This one is a bit of a yes. You can face danger usually. This one, however,
I think like there's a consequence of something. Just take it.
Yeah.
Right. This is that type.
Yeah. If it's a direct, instant consequence, you take it. If it's something that you can avoid or you can dodge, then I might. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is spooked 1?
A spooked 1. Yeah.
You just write it. You write spooked and you press the 1. So the tracking.
Oh, okay.
1.
All right, then you're taking 2.
Story time?
Yeah, this is just in story tag. Not story tag. No, it should be in. Let me see. You can see as you're doing this, as you're doing this, she steps over and she goes, "Right, you're taking too long." And she reaches out and grabs a long curved Arabic dagger with a lion head on the tip. She spins it in her fingers and it darts through her hand before she steps towards you, Isadora, and she goes, "You ready?"
Always.
All right then.
Well, not always. Most of the time.
Hold still. And she brings up the knife, and with one other hand, she covers your face in shaving foam, and the dagger spins between her fingertips, and then she brings it right up to your throat. I need you to give me a face danger, please.
Oh, I like that.
Just to say, I think I have a lot of things that fit this. I'll just read them out to you. I guess fearless would fit.
Fearless would fit, definitely. Definitely, fearless would fit.
Just say. Let's do it. I'm gonna choose to only use fearless.
Okay,
I think.
roll me with 1 power 1.
I'll just okay. 2.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh.
You watch as she steps towards you, and the blade goes in her hand, spinning like a helicopter blade before it comes to a stop right at your throat. And as it does, you flinch back, and she goes, "Ooh, touchy one. I won't bite. Not just yet." And the blade comes closer and closer, and you get the unnerving feeling that she is really enjoying this. As she begins to shave you, I want you to take the status Spooked 2.
Okay.
So can I ask
Right
something?
from the start, the idea of my character.
Isadora
Vomit
is
and
like a student, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Isadora one of my students? We've never established that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
still a student. At which point Dante will say, "What the fuck do you think you're doing? Just trying
I'm
to
shaving him. It's what he's here for."
And traumatizing a child. Feel good about yourself.
Actually, I do. I feel very good about myself.
Dickhead.
It's fine. It's fine. Let her work. Jasmine says as she takes some distance to both, some distance between both Isadora and Ned.
Dante's standing his ground. He doesn't like Arabella right now and what she's doing.
Arabella stares you. Arabella stares you dead in the eye and continues to shave without looking at Isadora.
Oh my
The shave
God.
is perfect. It doesn't cut Isadora at all, but she doesn't break eye contact with you, Dante, as she shaves him.
Good.
And starts singing very softly, and her voice goes, "The butcher's boy had all the pieces all tied up in a well-worn bag." And then takes what's left of the shave away, and she goes, "Do you want to hear about the job or not, then?"
That was the contract.
That's
Isadora is weirdly silent. Just face expressionless.
Touchy. Alright then. This one's quite an easy one. Mr. Grace wanted to start you off soft, so to speak. There's been a murder recently. No doubt you've seen it in the news. Rugby player got angry and beat his little girlie to death. You know how it is. They're all violent folks beneath it all. That's why they play a violent sport. She continues to shave you, Isadora, and she goes,
Isadora, soundlessly imitates the words that were said last night on the broadcast. Like he's sort of whispering them, like repeating what was said on the TV.
Can I give you a roll to creep her out with that?
Yeah. Sure.
Give me a convince check, please.
Yes.
Nice.
Dude,
because,
I feel like
because that's so creepy, I'm going to give you a +1 power temporary story tag for that, because that
Okay.
was so creepy.
I think something that might, like, I don't know, knowing the game.
Yes.
No, like the way I
She's-
meant it is like knowing the characters.
She's playing
the
a game. She's playing a game with you, and
Yeah,
you know the
and
game.
he's playing a game I live.
I'll allow
And
that. I'll allow that. That's 2.
Other than that, the ability to understand emotional science and manipulation.
Oof, yeah. I'm going to allow that one as well. It's a power of 3.
Wait, isn't it 4?
The bonus one for the temporary story tag.
Oh wait, no. Then it's 5 because it's you agreed to knowing the game, right?
Knowing the game, that's 1.
Yeah, and then there's emotional science, the ability to understand, and manipulation,
Oh,
which is just
the 3 separate ones.
yeah, it's just my entire training thing.
Jesus, wow.
Damn.
I will. Yeah, those all make sense. Knowing the ability to
Okay.
understand.
just the
Ability
name on
to
your power
understand.
tag.
Ability to
probably
understand, I don't
can,
think.
like, try more,
So
but
I'll do it as 4 because the ability to understand, not so much. So 4. Damn.
Dude, just your names on your power tags are spooky enough to succeed on the roll.
okay. 2d6. Okay.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, okay. So you can get 1 second. I need to just make sure I've got the right power tags here. What she can do.
This unexpected but very enjoyable.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, has anyone got the move list up there? I just want to make sure that she for a 10. If I don't want to make sure I get it right because
Oh, it's 10, and it was what move again?
it's convince.
Convinced?
Convince on the
Either
template.
takes the status equal to the power, which would be 4, or takes on the agenda of whoever rolls.
Yes.
So which one are you going to do? Take on the agenda or take on
That's
a
up to
status
you,
equal
actually.
to your role? Oh, up to me.
Uh,
I'm
up
gonna
to the
go.
targets.
I'm gonna go with. She is going to take on your agenda. Actually, no, because you haven't given a direct agenda yet. She's going to take on a status of impressed for. As she goes back to start shaving you again, she goes, "You haven't flinched once." Nice.
well, you told me not to flinch.
Dante will look
I
at
like
Isadora
you.
and just say, "You're
Okay, I
okay."
like you too.
What does Dante say? Sorry.
Just ask if he's okay. You okay?
Ned does like the golf clap. Yeah.
Yeah, Isadora. Dante asked you if you're okay.
Boy.
Okay. She continues to shave and she goes on. Thing is about this case in particular.
Just his voice was like weirdly stuttery, and because of being spooked, so he's like he looks completely fine, but his voice is like shaking in the same tone, weirdly.
Okay. She goes on as she shaves you. She goes, this case is particularly strange because, well, we don't think he actually did it.
How can you be sure?
It's happened before. 3 or 4
Beating
times,
like this.
actually.
All between couples?
Between couples, sometimes married, sometimes otherwise. Usually, though, it's a bigger lad beating to death their partner, be it smaller boyfriend or girlfriend. It's usually always the bigger one, though.
The bigger one who commits the crime.
It's the bigger one that commits the crime. Another small point. Every single one of them that's been killed has been rather attractive.
By whose standards?
Oh, well, general standards. I'm not into that kind of thing. I prefer subtle beauty. Anyway, that's the case. When you're finished with it, you come back to me. I get informed with Mr. Grace, and if everything's above board, then we move from there, and you get access to the things that you want.
What's Mr. Grace's stake in this? Why does he give a shit?
I don't know. I'm just a bloody hairdresser, aren't I?
Hmm.
Right.
then. The name of the rugby player?
Well, the name we have at the moment is Daniel Harberman.
Daniel
Harberman?
Harberman, yeah.
I have a question. How much do we have to avoid law enforcement as we go about this? How above board is Mr. Grace?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's told me, tell you guys to pursue in what ways you can, but law enforcement's law enforcement.
Right, now the important question. What was
Yeah.
the woman's name?
The woman's name?
Yeah.
The one who was killed?
Yes, of course.
Elijah.
Okay, and the others?
The others who were killed? Well, there's 3 cases. So, going right back to a bit of a spat happened about 20 or so years ago, good long time ago. This one.
You're telling me
Seemed
Grace connected cases from 20 years ago to this?
if they're exactly the same, yeah. This specific one, though. Rather beautiful actor. Killed by his boyfriend. On stage, actually. Boyfriend was a stagehand. Came running out and strangled him. It was on a production of, I think it was Hamlet. Not sure.
I see.
Right.
Well then. We're gonna need a place. You know,
Mm-hmm.
some place to put our heads together.
Well, I mean, if you need a place to just talk about all this stuff, pub's always open for that.
All right then.
At this point, the shave is finished, Isadora, and it is the closest shave you have ever had. She spins the knife and places it elegantly on the countertop.
Isadora stays seated for now, like still as a statue, practically, like breathing slowly.
Oh God, so tempting.
I think we're exiting this scene soon, right? To move on to
Probably.
investigation.
Right. If that's all.
Do we contact you here after we're done?
I'll always be here, yeah. Make sure you ring the bell before you come in. I don't like being interrupted.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, in that case, I guess we'll see you around.
Yeah, fuck off and do your jobs.
All right.
At this moment when we like start making sure to leave, if I look to the curtains, are there still silhouettes there?
Yeah, oh, yes. You look over and you can see that once again it looks like there are dark shapes moving very softly on the other side of those curtains.
As we like leave and as Elizabeth take a few steps away from the curtains, she'll look at Arabella and say, I get it. It's not polite to let company wait. And she'll nod to the curtains and say, until next time.
She locks eyes with you, Elizabeth, and you feel a kindred connection that is slightly different between the two of you. You are both very similar, but there is some tiny aspect about the way you do things that is very different. And as she looks at you, she goes, "Till next time."
I think as Elizabeth feels that, she'll actually like shiver, like just slightly, like okay, and then just leave.
God, that really is it really is just a bloody feast here. Jasmine really has to control herself right now.
You guys step out of the fallen barber shop into the open of the drizzle of the day. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, Jasmine says to the others, one moment, and
Isadora is like fumbling.
Jasmine was at that moment. Yeah, sorry.
And says to Ned, "Oh, Ned, got a moment?"
Me?
I mean, Mr. Halford. She wouldn't just say.
You can.
Mr. Halford, got a moment?
That's more like it. How are you doing?
What's all that about? What did you see back there? That spooked.
Yeah, well, I don't think they like me very much, but the shadows in the mirror, I have a feeling that they don't stay in the mirror very long.
Shadows in the mirror?
That wasn't me that I was looking at. Clearly not as attractive, but it is what it is.
So Jasmine is. This is, by the way, a very important question to the DM, because this is something like quality of mist is like everyone who has been touched by the mist can see like mist stuff, but those who haven't don't notice that sort of thing. Is that also the case?
That's the case, yeah.
All right. In that case, Jasmine wants she kind of tries to take Ned aside from the others for a moment, just step away for a bit. As they're talking about this, I would like to feed on his stress. More specifically, it would be a change the game.
That is definitely gonna be a change the game roll. Can you give me a change the game roll to try and feed off his stress?
Right.
I don't know how much say I have in this, but at the same time, you can do that. I'm totally down as a player, but it would be less than you expect. He's really just he's loving it. Yeah,
you've got spooked.
He's scared, but like it's like watching a horror movie to him.
It's a sip rather than a.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to use both trustworthy appearance and feed on stressful thoughts as my power tags. So
definitely both of those allowed.
Yeah, let's see what we've got. Oh damn, that's a 12.
Right. It's not gonna be a dynamite, but you definitely yeah.
So
does the higher success
I'm
mean
going
I notice it less? Is that the idea?
Sorry?
Does a higher success in this case mean I notice it less, or you get more? Like what's the
here's what's gonna be happening. Your spooked status is going to get 1 lower. I believe that makes it a 0, right?
That makes it a 0.
And I am going to take the power tag invigorated myself.
Perfect, that works. So as you walk
invigorated
away with
1, invigorated 2. That will be them, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
As you walk away with Jasmine, you watch she talks to you, and suddenly your stress and your worry and your fear of this moment just seeps right off you. Washes. There was only a small bit there because you're quite composed, but it just eases right off, and any unease you had before is just gone. As she draws in, as well as the stress of some other things that you had dwelling in your mind that you didn't realize were there. You're sort of, will there be a season 7? Yeah, no, that's fine. There will probably be a season 7. Easy. Right.
Yeah, as this happens, he just kind of. I could use a shave. Can't wait to go back. And as they keep walking, he puts the glasses on again.
Isadora, what were you going to say?
I don't actually remember.
Dante, it's
I guess I might. Oh, something that would make sense is Isadora trying to remove them from himself
Oh.
because he sort of despises it to its very being.
How is he going to try and do that?
Like, change the game.
But what specifically? Like, how do you? What is he going to try to do to make himself?
Delete
Give
fear.
like using his mytho mixed with his extreme with his like using him like the theme boarding like using his mythos
So
mixed
just-
with his personality.
So just like breathing, focusing on his mythos, and like easing himself into it. Yeah, I can allow that. If you're going to give it a one,
No,
it's-
I mean like forcing himself to stop being afraid. Like
okay, yeah, I can give that a go. Give me a change of game for that.
Like, he looks calm on the outside, but then inside aggressively making himself stop being afraid.
Okay, give it a try.
So
Change the game
I-
with give me power tags.
I'd say giving roles one.
Giving what? Sorry.
Giving roles, as in roles.
Sorry. Giving roles or rules?
Roles.
God, I got.
ROLES.
Oh, giving roles.
Yeah.
How would that help?
Yeah. Because he's sort of assigning himself as a person who is not afraid.
I'll allow that one, but that's a bit of a loose one. Tell me the other ones.
I don't know how much actions and pawns would work because that's just furthering on like deciding to not be afraid.
Try give it change the game with +1 power then just with the 1 power.
I didn't say the personality ones.
Give me the one.
I don't know if like PS again will work because he's already afraid. So like
No, it's not gonna work.
So just stubborn mentality.
Stubborn mentality will work definitely if you're trying to stubborn yourself, not scared.
And I don't know, would manipulation work?
No, you can't manipulate yourself. Can you?
Okay. I think you. I personally believe you can, but like if you say no, then
I'm
no.
gonna say no for this because it's.
Okay.
I'd
How
say
do
no
I
for this
like
one.
Try to
assign
remove,
my role as a change the game role?
So you should have your character sheet, but if you don't have your character sheet, if you haven't made your character sheet, I'll have to come back and like do that with you
Oh, I
later.
made my character sheet.
Roll the 2D thing because we've got to change the game here, so we'll know anyway. So just roll the 2d6 plus the power 2.
Okay.
And I've got my thingy open, so I can do that too.
What's the name of the rugby player that they told us again?
The rugby player who
Daniel
committed the most.
Harberman.
The rugby player who committed the most recent murder was Daniel Harberman. The one who is blamed that Elizabeth believes is Nate Mitchell. The one and the only other one you heard was the person who was killed, who was Elijah. That was 20 years ago.
Oh, I got wrong.
20 years ago was
wrong name.
Elijah who was killed. That
She
they don't
was
know who killed.
Yeah,
We don't.
they don't know who killed her.
Okay. Do we know the name of the victim of the recent one or no?
The victim of the recent one, you did not ask. No.
We'll find out soon enough. Don't worry.
All right. I'm bad at notes. I'm trying to take as much.
Yeah, definitely. I'm the same. So Elijah was 20 years ago, right?
That was
the victim
20 years ago. Yes.
Was that the actor?
That was the actor. Yes. Who was murdered by the stagehand who was her boyfriend. I've not got the thing. Where's my sheet? I just need to check for. I think that's a success, but you also get the. Make sure I've got the exact wording of it because it's.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Where's the?
give or reduce the status is still available on mild success. So
Yeah.
if you're like reducing status too, you can just do that with your
Yeah,
two,
you can reduce
right?
the status by 2, so you're back to nothing. Okay. As you guys
Wait,
are
no. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
yeah, you're back to nothing because it's by your power 2, so it's back down to nothing. Right. What are you guys doing now?
Dante will say, I have something I need to run. I'll meet you all in the pub. And
Right.
he'll head to the university.
Right. Okay. What are you doing in the university?
Two things. One for flavor, one for investigation. For investigation, Dante will get to a computer at the university library, um, look through the archive, find newspapers on those murders. They're all in Ullmanoch, right? He'll
They're
find.
all in Ullmanoch,
Uh,
seemingly.
they'll find the cases. He'll find um, the names and such, whatever the commonalities between the cases are, and why Grace is focusing on them. Not why he's focusing on them, but what details about them made Grace think that there is a common thread. So he'll also do a cheeky bit of rooting around the police database, see what those bastards know. Um, so I think doesn't miss a detail, reoccurring patterns, and police database access.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll allow all those. Give me an investigation check,
Boom.
please, with 3 power.
7. Oh, damn.
Oof. Okay.
Rough.
That's
Right.
pretty
I still have
rough.
3 clues. They'll be fuzzy, but that's okay.
Um. Right. You start to look up the information, and start to fiddle around with the stuff online. And as you are looking up a page titled "Murder at the Opera," murder on stage, you start scrolling down to look at it, and the screen suddenly just goes blank on you. You reload the page,
Bollocks.
and the page is gone. You reload it again, it's gone. You type the same title of the article in, it's gone. You spend another couple of minutes trying to find out what the hell the whole page is just deleted.
Okay. So I'm not getting anything on that murder.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also thinking things actively impeding the investigation. Anyway, I have 3 clues, right? I can ask questions.
You have yeah.
So, clue number 1. What are the names? What does the police have on the recent murder? What are the names and such?
So then,
how much did I get from the cop shop?
From the cop shop?
Yeah, how much do I get from the police database? What do they know about the recent murder? The name of the victim.
They know
the
the name of the victim.
The witnesses.
Okay. So they give you the name of the you managed to find the name of both the victim and the murderer. Who the name of the murderer is Daniel Harberman. And the name of the victim, it seems to say Amy Northwall, but then you change to the next page and it says Amy Southwall.
Interesting. I just chalk it up to some plodder not being good with words and writing things down wrongly.
Yeah.
So it's one clue, right?
That's one clue.
Names of witnesses?
Names of witnesses.
Yes.
You start looking through as much as you can with the police database, and it's the same sort of thing. There's one witness which is listed, and it's listed as the owner of the establishment in which it took place, and it's named Ershad.
Okay. What would be the third clue?
The name of the establishment, by the way, is called the Wicker Hound.
Wicker Hound. That's a good name. That's a hell of a good name. Wicker Hound, Ershad. Okay. Third clue would be in those newspaper articles and archival stuff that Dante was going through. What other murder case would stand out to him?
He finds after some searching, a murder case in which a young immigrant getting off the boats suddenly seemed to become incredibly... He suddenly started struggling to breathe. And at first, the doctors put it down to asthma, that he had had some sort of attack or allergic reaction or something like that, as he suddenly collapsed onto the ground and died. However, upon the mortuary inspection, they found that his throat was blocked with hair, human hair. And this appeals to you on the first, because this seems to be, for the first point, you're like convinced this is connected, even though it is a completely different case. For some reason, there's something about it that makes you think it's connected.
Thanks to the others. Like, what's the commonality?
The commonality seems to be that it is a young person who was rather attractive when they died.
Mm.
But even
Okay.
after some thinking, he's like, is this so true? I'm not sure. Or have I just wasted a couple of hours on another completely unrelated case?
Okay, I like it. Afterward, what Doug will do is quietly get up, go to the university supply closet, thinking, you know what, there's a lot of stuff that we leave lying around, don't use for the longest time. There's new books we have just lying around unused. And he'll plunder a couple of whiteboards, markers, stuff of that nature, wrap them up, put it under his arm, and just walk the hell out.
Okay, you definitely.
And head towards King's Oath.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm not going to give you a sneak around check because at this point the university is actually meant to be closed, so you're fine for that. What is everyone else?
Completely for flavor.
What is everyone else doing at this point?
Well, Jasmine will have offered the others a ride to the pub, so don't know about what they would like to do with that.
Do you guys take her up on the offer?
I go back to the pub too. I also don't have a phone to call Pedro, the driver for the hotel service.
Yeah.
But yeah, I imagine that is just a bar, like watching. The bar has a TV inside it, right?
Yeah. She turns in on the moment she enters it. And then she says, "I'll be right back," and she goes to a back room.
Is Isadora still with us? Like, did you come with us to the bar? Yeah. So
yeah.
Okay, so Ned goes, "Hey, could you do that thing that you did last time again?" And I want to make an investigate roll, like just using the memory and what Isadora is gonna repeat now, of just like this is a stretch, but because it's like TV related and news. Anything weird about the way they covered the story that like other people in the team wouldn't notice? Like I want to see if the broadcast was like mist-affected or something.
Right. And okay, channeling this through Isadora, how?
Because he's gonna repeat like the entire script of what they said.
Right. Okay, got you. Okay,
I also did watch it at like the end of last session, like on my hotel TV, but still, just to get a boost on that.
So Isadora, do you repeat the morning broadcast?
Isadora asks, "Do what again?"
That thing that with the. Just repeat the news broadcast. I think that's what that was, right?
Yeah. He weirdly it's not that he's trying to remember the words, like his mouth is moving, trying to remember it. He's trying to like remember the idea of what he's supposed to do.
Oh.
About 2 seconds, he just starts it starts as like a whisper, and then he like remembers to up the volume and creates and repeats the entirety of the broadcast perfectly, but in like the same tone, which is like monotone.
It is exceedingly creepy. You watch as Isadora begins to recount the entire of the news broadcast, word for word, even running onto the spot where the dog learned to open the door of the fridge and get beer.
Yeah.
And that is
He smiles afterwards. Like after he finishes repeating it, he just stops, turns back to to a normal human as much as he can, like smiles slightly while looking around at the room.
dude, Ned is just like, that is so cool. Anyway, so I'd like to make, I think this would be an investigate roll.
Give me an investigation check, and this is going to be a focused one. So any clues you're asked for are going to have to be focused on what was covered in the broadcast. But give me an investigation check, yeah.
Investigation, I'm going to add the power tag celebrity and power tag the big screen.
Celebrity, I'm not sure how celebrity is going to help you here. A big screen I'll allow, but celebrity I don't know how that's going to help you.
I don't know, maybe because he's like used to the way broadcast news works.
I don't know, maybe just I watch a lot of TV. Could be a thing.
I watch a lot of TV. I think that's a bit of a loose one. I'll allow the big screen though, because he's had the
Okay. Yeah. The big screen.
So that's one. Try and get better than Dante.
Investigate. Ooh, is that good?
That is not bad. Yes. Okay. So some of the clues you get
the same
are
result I got. What do you mean?
Same that you get. So you get to ask 3 questions about the broadcast that you heard. I can give you the information, but it might be fuzzy or it might be incomplete.
Okay. I don't know if this would count as an official clue, but in general, can the mist affect things such as the internet and broadcast and TV?
Do we know though about the mist as characters?
There's the thing. So you do not know about the mist. You do know that weird stuff is happening to you.
Yeah.
I would say, as a clue, based off the weird shit that has been happening to you, you have kind of come to the conclusion that pretty much anything can happen. And there is a woman in the car with you who can turn into a floating orb. There's probably the possibility that someone can meddle with the internet.
Nice. Well, I feel like just personally, there's so many eyes on him all. If there wasn't something covering his tracks that was like mystical, then he would have been caught by now for having like weird powers. So I feel like he doesn't know it's a mist or anything, but he assumes that something's out there
protecting him at least a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the clue is, can I tell that it was altered in some way, like that the original broadcast was changed?
Oof. With a 9. Oof. You can tell there's something weird about the broadcast. The main weird thing is that they do not mention the murderer's name, which is very odd at this point. To be able to mention the victim and not the murderer, and to be mentioning that it's a famous rugby player without the name, that's weird. So there's definitely some choices being made in the exposure of this story.
Okay. I have 2 more questions.
You have 1 more question.
Oh, 1 more question. Okay. Okay, so the amount of details they had here was unusual, right?
Yeah.
Can
I suggest something?
Sure.
What concrete detail do they provide in the broadcast?
Yeah.
Is that your question?
Hold on. Let me think of a better way. What is the most normal thing about the story?
The most normal thing about the story is the dog opening the door and getting the beer. No. The most normal...
Not an ordinary story at all.
The most normal thing, and this is coming from listening to Isadora recounting, is the tone of voice of the announcer. Apart from that, this story
he doesn't
is...
copy the tone of... Actually, he doesn't copy the tone of voice.
Yeah.
He does it all extremely monotone.
So Isadora copies it perfectly, and the most normal thing about the story is the fact that she's just speaking normally. Everything else about the story is slightly weird in some way or another.
Wait, do you mean that you just replay their exact voice, or that you
No.
set a text to speech? How does
He says it like he doesn't say it in his normal. He doesn't copy their voice, and he doesn't say it in his normal tone. He
as close
does
as you get.
do it similar to like a machine reading, but less sharply.
Hmm. It's a really
Okay.
good impression, basically, like a really good impression. Very close as you could get without.
Well, I wait. I think that like
As close as you can get, a human can get to like text to speech.
yeah, he's not copying the announcer's voice. He's just like mechanically saying it in a voice that isn't his own. So would I
That's
still be
very
able to? Would I still be able to pick that up from
You
that?
can
Then?
sort of pick up that that this is to the announcer, the way that Isadora is recounting it. The announcer seems to have, this is just a bum 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 story, move on. There's nothing. But the fact that there's so much left out and there's so much that's sort of
They're
weird
not
about the story
sensationalizing
is,
it.
in its way, is weird. Yeah, she's
Okay. So there's an odd choice of details, and they treat it not importantly, right?
Yeah, very
Where is Elizabeth at
pedestrian.
this point? Sorry, I just suddenly realized.
Yeah. I was wondering that as well.
Okay, I'm not gonna surprise you. She followed to the bar, but she would have taken like her own car and just
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
true.
with them. So
Yeah.
no surprises there. She's
Elizabeth-
not.
Parking nearby.
Elizabeth pulls out a
Yeah.
bazooka and fires at the group.
Yeah. Betrayal.
This is my ability. No. So at some point, she would have like also entered the pub and sat down with them. So
Got the mythos of Rambo.
Okay. Oh my god, I want to play that character. Oh my, that would be amazing. Mythos of Rambo.
A mythos of what?
Rambo.
Yeah.
That would be interesting, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys
yeah.
start to arrive at the pub one after another. Your car's pulling up, and as you sort of make out and make your way into the King's Oath, what are you doing?
Well, Jasmine says, "I'll be right with you," as she goes to a back room.
Ned, I want Ned to just look at Isadora and thanks. I really appreciate that, and just like relay the details. Like, so from what I understand and watching the news and how TV works, this story is way more important than they're treating it. And normally they would review a lot more details than they have been releasing. Something's off, and that's pretty much it. So everyone who's there at the time also knows this about the case.
Yeah. You tell me when Dante walks in, because he's in the university doing stuff.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
So a bit later, Jasmine will return with a whiteboard. She rolls it out into the pub. It's got it's all cleaned up. The back of it has a black cloth hanging over it. But yeah, she rolls it out there and she says, "All right, so who's ready to brainstorm?"
why do I have the sudden feeling that you're actually excited about this?
I'm just
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Yeah, all right. So let's get this started. Let's put some words down on this whiteboard. So we've got a name, and she starts to write right in the middle of the whiteboard. She writes Daniel Haberman and puts a large circle around it. What else we know about him?
Ooh, me. I'm so ready. This is gonna be so great. And he's just so from what I understand about news reports and how they work, this story is a huge deal. Someone got dead. They're not treating it as important as they should be. So some kind of cover-up scheme, maybe. And
Cover-up scheme.
it could just be because he's famous, but it would be pretty stupid to not, say the name of the guy who did the thing.
Yeah.
And actually, because he's famous, that would be more of a reason to say it, to, take him down a peg.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know where he is right now? Is he being held by the police?
Do we?
No, no one here knows.
You do
No,
not know currently, no.
No, haven't really looked into it that much just yet. Let's see. So, killed his girlfriend at the which club was it again? That
It
we
was
know?
called the Wicker Hound,
The Wicker Hound.
run by a woman by the name of Urshad.
She draws a line over to the name.
I haven't told them yet.
Oh, you haven't told them? Shit,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah,
That's
you
my bad.
haven't told them yet,
That's my
so
bad.
she doesn't draw that line just
That's
yet.
my
But
bad,
she
sorry.
does know about the club, right? That was common knowledge, wasn't it? Was it not?
No, it wasn't. He just found that out now.
Okay, in that
We
case,
just know it's a jazz club.
Just
we don't know the
jazz
name.
club.
You
She
know the
writes.
jazz club, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, unless any of you know anything more than this, I think it's time we start some more investigating while waiting for Mr. Coleman.
Elizabeth will scoff at that, sit down at the bar, and just like fidgeting and like agitatedly like tapping on the bar with her finger.
You're right.
Yeah. Why is the other guy taking so long?
I wish I knew. Can I get you something? Ned already kind of paid for the next couple
I'm
of
doing
drinks.
work.
No, I'm fine. I don't do social drinking.
Yeah, I mean, I've got alcohol-free stuff as well.
I'm fine.
So,
All right. You just let me know if you need something.
So an hour is going to pass before Dante gets back. What are you guys going to do in that time?
I knock the door.
Yeah. What are you guys going to do in the time before Dante arrives?
Well, I am going to... You know what? I'm going to... Not going right towards my police contacts, but I am going to do a lot of Googling. Just some various sleuthing. See if I can figure out something new, something we didn't know yet.
Give me
Ned.
Ned as well.
I just want to. Ned is just like has the remote to the TV and is switching between the channels like pretty fast. Trying to, if anything pops out, let me know. But he's just overall disappointed in the quality of
switching
television.
And you switch, and then it goes to welcome to season 5 of the challenge thing, and then it switches again to the dog opening the fridge again, and it switches again.
That fucking dog is gonna be important at some point.
We love that dog, though.
Yeah, he's like aside from the dog,
but I think he's a villain.
It's an alcoholic werewolf.
Meanwhile, you're just frantically Googling. Give me an investigation check as well.
Right. I am going to,
I'm struggling with this because this is a mechanic that I think is that needs a bit of work, which I would say Dante working with his police contacts in a thing would have more chance of finding something than someone just Googling something on their phone. So I'm going to say I'll find a better rule to make this work in the future.
Yeah.
But for now, just because I can't find another rule off the top of my head, I'm just going to say that it's going to be minus power 1 in comparison to Danier's check. Usually, that's the only...
Yeah,
no, we use advantage from D&D from now on.
Yeah, I think we might use advantage and disadvantage. Is everyone happy with that?
Yeah, I'd be
down.
down.
What statuses are for? You can give people temporary status, you know?
Yeah. I will. Yeah, perfect. There we go. I'll give temporary status of -1. Google internet misinformation.
That's fair. I'm going to use amateur sleuth as my power. I don't think
definitely works.
The other ones, none of the others really work. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so that's a 0
investigate, right? Yeah.
Investigate with a 0.
Here we go.
Nice.
It's an 8. Okay. Success.
Give me some questions.
Yeah. 1 question then, right? Or
3.
3?
What?
Oh damn. Oh, wait. Spent your clues. You get clues equal to powers. So
one.
Just
just one.
Oh,
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
1.
All right. So let's see. I'd say. Dang. I'm going to take the celebrity approach. So, was there any signs of Daniel Haberman acting strangely or something before
Right.
he beat up his girlfriend?
You look through Daniel Haberman, and you are blown away by the sheer volume of positive stories about him. He was routinely routinely excluded himself from drink-ups that the team would take place in. There was a situation where a number of the team got very drunk and threw a dwarf around the room. He was not a part of that. He refused to get involved in any scandals. He was completely teetotal for most of his life. In fact, you struggle to find the only situation you find ever with a violence situation is a schoolfellow of his who said that once he got in a fight and punched him and bullied him at some point. Apart from that, Daniel Haberman has a glowing record as an individual. He
All right.
seems to be a stand-up citizen.
And Jasmine, as she's come to this conclusion, you can walk up to the whiteboard and say, Ryan looked a bit into it, checked out some tweets about him, and I mean, generally speaking, this man was seen as a bit of a lovely bloke. No bad things really could find about him. So yeah, she's going to write down good bloke connected to his name. Any of you found any?
I mean, does anything on the TV still have a cover story, or have they moved past it yet?
They've moved completely past it. There's no even evening coverage of it. It was yesterday and this morning, and it's now gone.
Damn.
Yeah, Ed points that out and is like, I've been scrolling through the done. Nobody cares.
That is really odd.
Could I roll investigation to see if I can find general information now that I have a name? You found out that he's a good person. I am talking about parents still alive, school he goes to, those kinds of
Give
names.
me an investigation, and at that point, as you're investigating, the door is going to open with Dante's going to come in, soaked from rain. With
Doesn't mind. Dante has a package under his armpit. He kind of sees the whiteboard as oh, you already got one. I brought a few more.
What time is it, by the way?
It's coming now to sort of like midday, late midday. At this point.
Yeah.
Dante,
I'm going to.
I got a few more.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We just want to finish what Elizabeth was doing at that point. Sorry.
Yeah, let's do that.
Elizabeth, what were you saying before you did that investigation?
No, because I was looking at my maybe you can do that. It's how I see my attack. I was thinking about a sharp eye as like a bonus, but I don't really think it would help in like online investigation
sharp
again.
Eye.
I don't know. I didn't add it, so
I would probably have allowed it, but if you've rolled now already, then yeah. But I would have probably allowed that because it's picking out the information in the mass of non-information, so I would have allowed that. Yeah. Okay. So you get one question. Elizabeth.
If I can find the name of the parents.
The name of the parents for Daniel Haberman or for the victim?
Daniel Haberman.
Right. You get James Haberman, and you get Lucia Haberman.
Then she will walk up and hesitantly take a marker and write it.
Yeah. While
that's the spirit.
Oh my gosh, shut up. And then also like write the name Nate Mitchell somewhere else and say like this is a name I found online because some conspiracy theorists thought this guy was behind it for some reason.
Dante will start setting up the second whiteboard and say, we have 2 cases. Arguably 5. But he takes a marker. He starts writing on the second whiteboard, Mr. Grace, underlines it twice. Under Mr. Grace, he does an arrow, writes Arabella Verose, and circles that, says, this is the only name we know, right? We don't know Grace's first
Well,
name.
we know about that Tristan boy. He's very polite.
Right, but we don't know his surname. Never been told. So, Tristan, question marks, write that down.
It's just Tristan, son of Tristan.
Now, when it comes to Mr. Harberman, why is his name in the middle? Case not about him, it's about his victim. Her name was, according to police, either Amy Northwall or Amy Southwall. Go figure.
Alright. Jasmine writes down...
I assume it's just a few plotters making a mistake here and there.
Jasmine writes down Amy, and then just the top and bottom arrow of a what do you call that again? Compass, yes, and then wall behind it. All right, we'll have to figure out which one it is.
Dante will hand the third whiteboard specifically to Jasmine and say, "This one's for you, I guess."
Oh, you really shouldn't have.
They weren't doing any work anyway.
I mean, you really shouldn't have. I don't have that much room in back.
How much did you bring? How many whiteboards are like
3? I brought 3 whiteboards, markers. Let's get to business.
Okay.
All right.
Ned takes one out, immediately turns into gold.
Oh no!
You wanker! I have to lug that around city.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, sorry about that one.
So do you have
Undo
now it will be easier to see it. Like,
well, do you have like a person that you get all this gold to or something? Because I can imagine that's quite lucrative. Oh, hello.
Like,
Hello,
how is
Ned?
how is money even a problem?
Thing is, if he brought this much gold, eventually he'd be looked into and arrested. Isn't that right?
You know, there's more harmful repercussions than getting thrown into jail.
Exactly.
Let's just say, be careful around me, and don't if you. I don't want to talk about it.
That's all right. I wasn't planning on being touched by you
personal
anyway.
space is important.
How do you brush your teeth?
Thoroughly, as you can see. And he's just like, this does like a smile and has like a ding.
Dante says, I bet a fucking servant does that.
That is the best answer for anything.
God. Well, this is going to.
I'll have it back to you by tomorrow. It should be fine then. Puts it he opens his coat, puts it inside, and closes it.
Right, this is probably going to take some time, so I'm going to call off my employees for tonight. It's gonna be for a bit.
By the way, it's only at this time that Jasmine's patrons are starting to arrive. The majority of which seem to be very sad, grumpy old men. At which point, I'm guessing you're turning them away.
Well, yeah. I say, sorry, something happened today. I won't be able to open up.
No drinking tonight, Jasmine.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's gonna be another day, I'm afraid. We're open tomorrow, though.
All right. I guess I'll go home to my wife again.
Hey.
Tell
me about it tomorrow, all right?
Yeah. I guess.
That's what you have, you old bastard.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
Isadora stands up, walks to this person, and simply just looks into their eyes, I'm just gonna search what move fits with what I want to do. So just a second, convince, I think.
What are you trying
Maybe.
to convince them of?
God.
You walk over to this
I'm
haggard
just-
old man, face like a shriveled
I'm
prune.
trying to make him happier. Be that blank whiteness that makes him tall.
Give me convince.
God.
-1 for creepiness.
That's villainous.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, he looks really calm. He has like that therapist smile on him.
Yeah, but that's scary when you're not in a
and
therapy
what-
room.
what-
Jasmine is not enjoying this. This is like
Exactly.
if it's a,
Give me
would it be possible?
Force-fed therapy.
Would it be possible for Jasmine to step in before this this happens?
He's doing it at this point. He's doing it at this point. So
Yeah,
he'll
all right.
after he's done it, then you'd have a chance
Yes.
to step in. What tags are you going to apply to this?
I'd say just emotional science,
Yes.
the ability to understand, and knowing the game.
Bro, I swear,
I
if you don't
can't
have
allow
like a
knowing-
lie detector ability, like
I don't know about
Huh?
knowing the game, but I'll allow the emotion.
I meant knowing the game is
two.
like knowing pieces that are played.
The only thing is I would say that's very applicable for situations when people are like trying to play a game. This old man has not played a game in a very long time. He has little understanding of where pieces he can go anymore.
He sees life as a game, sort of.
Yeah. This old man stopped playing.
Oh,
He's at that point in life. He's just waiting for his wife to die
Oh.
so he can do something fun with his life.
so
Welcome
just
to the King's House.
emotional science.
Emotional
the
science,
ability-
definitely. Yeah,
the ability to understand,
I'll allow that one.
Yeah. and I don't know, seeing the board maybe.
With a lot of people, I would allow that. With this guy, it's just with this kind of person.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
I
then
no.
just
2
just emotional sense.
Yeah.
The ability to
-1
understand,
because he's so it's going to be a 1 roll because of the creepiness of.
yeah, okay, I do get that.
So
Okay,
roll with a
okay.
+1.
Uh-huh. $11.
Oh, nice!
Nice. Lucky
You
you.
stare into his eyes,
And they smile, calm, happy smile.
you sort of look at him, and for a long moment, you sort of stare at one another, and then he just sort of very slowly goes, "You know what? Fuck my wife. I've always wanted to be a violinist." And he sort of just turns and looks at you, Jasmine, and goes, "Yeah, yeah." And he turns and he watches his back that has been bent down with sadness suddenly straightens, and he's almost strides out of the bar with eagerness.
Isadora sighs comfortably, satisfied. Says, "The tune of a violin is soft. I'd like to hear it one day."
damn, that was so sad, bro.
He's so
Right.
creepy.
What the fuck was that all about, mate?
As he unslouches, I the whole time I've been I put my glasses on and I'm just like, "Go get him, champ!" And I just I believe in you. As he says, "I want to be a violinist" or something.
He
Mm.
strides out of the bar and is gone.
Yeah, so once he's gone, Jasmine is going to close the door, lock it, and say,
You close the door and lock it, and as
Oh.
you do, you look over and you see that there is someone who is in the room, who has snuck through with the rest of your patrons and has
Shit.
not left yet. There is a sort of it looks like a hoodie, a youth is leant against the bar.
"Hi, mate. Bar's closed."
A taste, just a taste.
What? Jasmine is going to walk a bit closer.
You walk closer to the hooded figure, and he's scratching something in the bar, and you can hear now clearly he's going, a taste, just a fucking taste.
Right. Taste of what?
You watch as his hand you all watch as his hand starts to reach down for his boot, where there is a dagger protruding from his boot, and very slowly he turns to look at all of you, and you can see that this is pre-corona, remember? He has a mask over the lower half of his face that seems to be bulky and protruding outwards as if there's something being stuffed into it. He's breathing deeply into whatever stuff is in there, and you can see that his eyes have turned into bright black. The pupils have overtaken all of the eye, and he's standing there and goes, a taste, just a fucking taste! And he's going to dive at you, Jasmine.
Oh
Can I do
my
something?
god, alright.
Can I do something?
Yeah,
Yes,
dude. That's
you
so
guys
fucking
can react now.
May I do something?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Dante will face danger.
What are you going to do to face danger?
Oh?
Get between them.
Right.
Yo,
Get-
as that happens, I have the perfect setup. I take out the golden board as this happens, and I toss it to Dante as he's diving in, and I'm just like, here's a shield, buddy.
So you're going to grab the whiteboard, turn it to gold, and throw it to Dante.
Yeah,
No, it was already gold.
Dante's not
Oh,
gonna
it's already
catch
gold.
it.
Yes. Okay. So, right. Okay. You grab the golden
Can-
board and you're going to slide. Give me a... Oof, that's a change of the game.
Okay.
Dante,
Shit,
give
hold
me a
on.
face danger, please.
Yes. But do I take anything from change the game though?
Yeah, we're
Changing
gonna
games
do
to
them in
assist, right?
unison. Yeah, we're gonna have to see the change the game first to make sure that the change game helps you.
Can we, if, like, after this, I also would like to react, but my reaction would be focused on the hooded figure.
Yes. Okay. So we'll do that one right after. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I wanna give Dante a blunt weapon. So the best way,
I'm not a fighter, mate. You'll see what's happening.
it's a shield. It's a shield. I
I need a shield. That's the thing.
then Jasmine catches it. Whatever.
Well, if you toss it at Jasmine's gonna try to catch it. Yeah, she's not
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
have that tossed at her face.
Yeah, I toss it at Jasmine instead, and
Okay. Give me a roll to change the game, and see if that works.
I don't think I have any power tags that can help me with this, dude.
Well,
Uh,
you're turning into gold.
that I will allow turning into gold as a power for that. That
touch is that's
golden touch.
Yeah.
You're working with gold. I'll allow that.
That's such a good name, by the way.
yeah. And so also since this is gold, this whiteboard is like insanely heavy, dude. Like this shit's like a brick. Gold is like super.
Also, what quality gold is it? Gold can be very, very like malleable, almost like clay when it's high quality.
Yeah, I imagine it.
Sort of
I ma-
compound.
Yeah, I imagine it to be like, it's like 100% pure gold, but still doesn't function like normal gold because it's magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
enough.
kind
Like
of
if you,
there's a bit of
yeah.
there's a bit of creative licensing in this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
So the way I imagine it is because of the mist. If you were testing it for purity, you'd see it's 100% pure. But if you try to bend it, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You know?
Or
It's
maybe
his,
because
it's his
of the
pure,
mist, we
it's
wouldn't
Ned's
see it
pure
as
willpower is
100%.
holding it strong.
Yeah, sure.
Ned's pure conviction that it will not bend makes it not bend. Ned, can you give me a change of the game, please?
Okay, so one part golden touch and change the game. Fine.
Mild success. It's still a mild success.
Yep. Okay, you get one of those.
I think so.
So
You are
can
now
create-
armed.
Yeah. Storage.
Is it
you create the
shielded?
storage hand shielded. You watch it
Yeah.
as Ned spins it, and with a great huff, as it takes all of his strength to chuck it, as the board slides across the ground into the space between Jasmine and the knifeman. The knifeman is still diving for that spot, and Dante, however, is diving in front of the board to get between
Stepping.
Jasmine, so it's not
Yeah.
going to protect Dante from the knifeman.
Stepping and staring the guy down.
There is literally nothing in his eyes. It's the eyes of a
Yeah.
wild beast driven crazy in a cage. There's fucking nothing in there.
Seen weirder things on acid trips. That's okay.
Yeah. Give me a face danger, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Can you see the tags I'm checking?
Yes.
So I think these three work. I
Let's have
don't
a
think this one works. The last one, although Yeah, I don't think the last one works, but these 3 work, right?
Let's see. I think I know the ones you're going to use, but I just want to be sure.
This is premeditated, and
It
the
is
other 2 are
premeditated.
kind of...
And you are definitely have the specific armor type. That is, you would have that armor type. You are in the right.
I would?
I think you would. You're in.
Okay.
You're diving to protect a friend. You definitely would have that
that's
specific
fair enough.
armor type. Have you rolled it, by the way? It's not come up on my thing. There we go.
9. So close.
Oh, so close. So you're gonna take only a 2 stab wound, but it is not a normal stab wound. This is going to be a magical stab wound. So you watch as the guy spins, and there is a dagger in his hand that is seeming to glimmer in the air as he darts forwards and stabs towards you. It cuts into your body, and you guys watch as it slices into Dante. It doesn't really do what normal people would do. He doesn't seem to sort of like falter with the stab. And as the guy pulls it out and goes, Dante is completely unperturbed by it, seemingly.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Could I?
Yes.
Could I react?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This is very familiar. And the moment I see him,
I don't know what I did. I think I accidentally rolled something.
That's okay.
The moment I see him reach out and pull out a shiny dagger, I have an immediate reaction of trying to stop him. Well, he literally already stabbed him, but trying to stop him from doing it again. And I would like to use heaviness of the heart to make him fall back, literally, with the weight of what he just did.
Right. Give me a roll for toe-to-toe, please. And Isadora, you're trying to convince at the same time? Right. That is a failed convincing. What do you say to him to try and convince him at the same time, Isadora?
Isadora?
I think that roll was a mistake.
Was it a mistake?
Yeah. I think
okay.
I just clicked something.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
He said he missed.
That's the misclick.
Okay. Give me a toe-to-toe, please, Elizabeth. Okay, choose one.
I'm really new to this. Can I, is there one of those that I can just literally, make him, wait, so get them good, inflicting a stab, you dodge or counter your
So your goal is to make him stagger with the weight of his heart bearing down on him. If you choose to achieve that, he will stagger back for the moment and be withheld by his heart. But it won't be it will be like a temporary thing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that power is scary.
Yeah. So you gesture to him as he's standing there saying, just a taste. And you point at him and he goes, just a taste.
Someone
and he starts to stagger back, clutching at his heart, feeling unbelievably weighty as he drops to his knees on the ground. He is going to, however, as you manage to hold him to the ground... Oh, I'm going to say he's not going to get a reaction attack against you there. He is going to try and change the game, though.
Oh.
He's going to employ his custom move. Okay, what are people doing at this point?
Yeah, so Jasmine is pretty pissed about all this, especially the scratching in the ball. That's just unnecessary.
So big deal.
She's going to look. She knows the ball longer than you. She's going to walk towards this person.
The second you get within range, you're gonna take a 2 intoxicated check. Intoxicated status. As you step towards him, and you watch as he goes and slaps his mask, and there's a of what looks like dust rolls into the air. And as you step forwards, you inhale it, and everything feels very bizarre right now.
All right. Does my strong stomach do anything about this?
Give me a face danger, please.
All right. Face danger, strong stomach. Is there anything else I could use? I'd say, can I use my invigorated status as well?
Yes, definitely for this.
All right. And I think that is all that would work for this. So, face danger. It's an 8.
Yeah, so you only take a +1.
right.
Intoxicated. As you sort of like manage to pull your hand up and control your intake of it and prevent that from happening. What are you doing?
And I am going to step forwards towards him, a bit woozy, but my hands, in which I'm holding the whiteboard with both hands, start to glow bluish due to my invigorated status, as I say, all right, time to go home, as I take a swing for his head and try to, well, I mean, this thing isn't human, so I'm going to smack him in the head and either like hoping to knock him out or at least something.
Nice. Okay, so you're going to get a +1 for the temporary status of holding a golden
yes
board.
A +2 for invigorated as well.
Ooh. I'm going to say, this is a tough one because gold is fucking heavy.
Yeah. I thought the invigorated would help.
Yeah, I was thinking about the
that
invigorated.
extra boost.
I was going to say
I wouldn't be able to.
I'm just going to say that then you won't get the +1 for the whiteboard. The invigorated is letting you lift up the whiteboard to hit.
Yeah, it wouldn't give her a for the hit, but it would give a damage it takes.
There, brilliant. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for that one. So
That's lovely.
not +1 for the hit, but +1 for the damage if you deal the damage.
All right. So let's see. Do I also get a -1 for being intoxicated?
Yes.
And you know what? I'm going to burn the King's Oath pub for this.
Brilliant. Yes, that can definitely apply.
Yeah, because I care a lot about this pub. I don't want anyone to mess with it.
Home field is man, baby.
And
We all
I'd
burn
also
it, by the
say pub owner in that case.
Yeah. Okay,
Gotta
so make
keep
sure you
my,
scratch that out.
save.
Though you've burnt that, and
Yes.
yeah. So that's going to be a 10 plus what's your overall finishing thing?
Let's see. So +1 for pub owner, +1 from King's Oath, +2 for invigorated, -1 for intoxicated. So that's a +3 total.
So it's 13 overall. Right.
Wait, I didn't roll it, you said. So, oh wait, no, I didn't roll, but I burned.
Burnt, yeah, so it's going to be 13 immediately, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Here, I can.
Yeah.
Wait.
Right now.
But if you can't burn you're burning your
You
own,
can.
not the crew one.
Yeah. He's burning
Not
his
the
own
crew one, my own. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm
let's
sorry,
see.
my bad.
That was go toe.
But don't you need to
Bam.
That's
burn
a
the
go
crew
toe
once
to
you
one.
use it?
Yeah, that's a go toe to toe.
Yes, and I've burned all that. So there you go.
And which one?
Um,
Choose 2.
So choose 2. I'm going to see. Yeah, would you allow me to manage to achieve my goal of knocking him out, or is that too?
Currently does not
Yeah.
look capable of losing consciousness.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So in that case, I'm going to get him good. A status
+5, so that's 5, right?
+5, yes. So that would be fractured skull +5. I don't know.
Fractured
No,
skull
that
5,
is
right.
nothing. All right,
Nice,
and I'm
okay.
going to block, dodge, or counter the best
Okay.
attempt.
You bring the whiteboard over your head, and with a massive, you bring it down on his head. There's a crunch that echoes through the bar, like you can all hear the cracking noise. It goes outwards, and after silence, you watch as what's left of him hobbles out beneath. His head is cracked open. There's blood pouring down his face, and his hood has fallen back now, and you can see that he seems like a normal human guy, except for the part that he is pretty much on the verge of death, but somehow crawling around. He's mumbling, going, taste. Tries to swing the dagger at you, but you step back, Jasmine. Isadora, you haven't gone yet. What are you going to do?
Okay. I am gonna take a twist on this mythos of mine. It doesn't get too close. He just walks like 2 meters from the teenager. And he doesn't really stare. It looks to him. He doesn't like look him in the eyes or something. He just examines him, sort of. After, like, in the reflections of Isadora's eyes, that isn't a teenager. That is a form of the character in white and blue static. Like, just like lines on the world. In reality, he moves his mouth, but like a word doesn't come out. It doesn't seem like he's supposed he needs to. He just feels like it, and something in the brain of the teenager just changes. He like he doesn't necessarily calm him down. He just sort of makes him stop.
Is this gonna be a convince check?
I think so.
Okay, give me a convince check, but this is gonna be a -3 monstrous.
Violent telepathy, bro. What the fuck?
Okay, so
I mean, I love this. It's just this guy is a messed up.
yeah,
thing.
so I'm gonna just start counting the things he's
Yeah.
using.
Almost okay. Yeah.
He is using actions and pawns because he like sees them as a character on the board. Like he
Yeah.
tells him to take an action.
I can allow that.
Other than that, he's giving roles. He's like giving him a role of like a static. He just sees him as like not a person, as like like
Just as
an element, like a game, and like so he's giving him a role, like a sign.
I'll allow
Man,
this. This is in with your abilities. Yeah, that's 2. Yeah.
Other than that, he does like use he like does use his own personality to like overwhelm the other person.
Yeah.
So like stubborn mentality, I think, might work.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Like maybe fearless.
You're using
because-
but you're using your subversion abilities on him. So yeah, I'll allow that.
Oh, those are not subversion. Those are the.
Okay. I mean, they're still in with it. Yeah, I'll allow that one for the. So you're
Okay,
on 3. You're on 3 at the moment.
Wait, aren't I? Wait, so fearless? No.
Fearless, no. Being scared, not
Okay.
scared of him is not going to help you control him at this point.
Other than that, just a sec. Life's a system might work, I think, because he tries to like understand it. He's like making.
I feel like
it
life's a system, dude. Life's a system applies because he's about to die. So
That's
I think
actually,
that's why.
yeah, okay, I can allow it if he's like a life's a system, life's a circle, he's a kind of dying. You're convincing them that it's, accept the end with some dignity. I can allow that. So that's 4 you're on.
No, he's not trying to like kill him. He's trying to.
Wait,
like,
why is he dying?
stop
No, that's
giving-
the point. He's like, stay alive.
Yeah, it's like stay alive in the way that I want you to be.
Ah, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Ask him question, and he just wants the character to, like submit to his will.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. I can allow that.
So like with the power of 1.
So
Maybe.
you're on 4, but due to his unnatural monstrosity tag,
It's a
that's a
-3.
-3. So you're on a power of 1 at the moment. Do you have any more, or are you gonna roll on 1?
I think I could use. I like emotional science. Does that work?
Yes,
'cause
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Okay, roll with power 2.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. I just. Here we go. Convinced, right?
Yeah. Okay. He is going to choose to take the status confused. So you watch as you intensely glare into his eyes, these large black pupils that fill the whole of his eyes. He's staggering around, his knife swaying back and forth. You stare into his eyes and he sort of stares back at you. And you can tell there is a human beneath this, but there is something that is consuming him, that is turning him into what he is. And as you intensify on him, he is confused, but he is not certain what he's going to do. He's going to try and stab you at this point. So you're going to, because you're not taking a defensive action, he is going to instill on you. He normally would be do a 3 stab, but because he's got -2 for confused, he's only going to do one lightly grazed, as he just sort of half arm just swings out at you and just cuts you very, very briefly on the leg. And he's going to stand there going,
Is this the Isadora or to?
Yeah. Isadora, yes.
The pain is like clear, like it's obvious that he's in pain, but like his face stays sort of expressionless while he like observes this character in like the most scientific way of he understands this is a person, but that's not gonna stop what he's doing.
The figure is still standing, is still just hobbling there, head almost cracked open, blood pouring down his face now as he just goes.
Dude, can I go? I have the perfect thing here. All right. Basically, the entire time, like, especially when she hit him on the board, or like on the head with the board, and it was like, he's looking back and forth like a huge smile, like this is crazy. At this point, he's like, I got this, fellas, my turn. Runs up to him and then stops and just goes, pink, turns him into gold.
Give me a toe-to-toe, please.
Oh my god, we're horrible people.
Oh my god.
No, but this is great. Okay.
Yeah, just wait until I see Elizabeth's reaction to this, because she's not going, yeah, go.
Can we like
Definitely not.
or something?
Okay. I'm gonna put the golden touch.
Yes.
Instantaneous.
Definitely. Instantaneous, definitely.
And fuck. I'm also gonna put shamelessness because I'm enjoying the situation.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
Can we try and stop him?
Okay, will that
We're
work?
gonna wrest the knife from the golden statue
I'll
and stab Ned with it.
I'll allow.
All right. So go toe to toe. Okay.
Yeah. He's dead.
Does that work?
You watch it.
No. Is he dead? No, dude. The whole plan was to save him. Fuck.
So you step forward and you just tap him on the forehead. As he's sort of reaching towards you with the dagger, you tap him on the forehead and he
Just frozen in
freezes
place.
into gold. Head still cracked open, blood still pouring down. Like the blood.
Wait, does it still pour? What the
blood?
fuck?
The blood's just turned to like golden mulch that's come down his face that's now frozen solid. As you watch as the golden statue of the hoodie stands there. And then very slowly, and lands on the ground with a.
What the?
Okay,
Dante
fellas,
will
before
grab
we
Ned
conti-
by the
okay.
lapels.
Okay, fellas, before we continue, and before I get mad at me,
While you're doing that, Dante grabs you by the lapels, puts you to the wall, and just yells at you, "What the fuck did you just do?"
I can explain very well. As long as he's
Turn people
Frozen.
into gold. Is that what you do?
as long as he's like this and frozen in. Don't ask me how I know this, but he can't die. There's a way to turn him back, but y'all are gonna have to follow me, and we're gonna have to do a bit of search after he's turned back because he will still be bleeding when I turn back.
Mr. Coleman, I recommend not touching that man.
I would also recommend it.
Isadora
Dante
like
doesn't care.
at the start of like as this happens, Isadora seems very upset, still calm but extremely upset, and then like calm, and then like stops immediately once he's told that character isn't like dead.
I don't do the whole killing people thing. Guys, listen.
Oh, Hold on, that wasn't the person. You did see the whole eye thing, right?
No, well, yeah, I saw that.
You did hear the whole crazy slurring stuff. I'm pretty sure he breathed something into me. I'm not feeling well.
Okay, but to be honest, if we're mad at Ned for turning a person into gold, Jasmine, you literally smacked a teenager who is just being possessed with a golden whiteboard.
I mean, I don't know where a teenager came from. Like he was a hoodie guy, but like he was in his 20s, in his late 20s.
He's just a
yeah. He's got a bit of sort of like he doesn't look. He's one of those people who's older but looks slightly younger because he's got like not much. He's like he looks kind of like me. He's not got much of a beard. He's got a bit of a scruff on his neck. Looks quite young for his age.
Look, that man was coming for us with a knife. Okay, he was dead-eyed. Not even. He had no like void eyes.
Can at this point you roll investigate to just check the pockets? I know they're golden. Check. Check if any of the pockets look like they might have identification in them. So when we pull him out, we
give me an investigation looking over him.
The thing would be golden. Like if he sees a, it's just like golden. He can still read it, but it's gold.
Gold, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna open it. I'm just gonna like pat the pockets and see if anything looks like we might get identification on this person after.
Yeah, as he's doing this, Ned is just like, guys, please let me explain.
Can we explain after we clean up the bar? After I clean up the bar, I'm not expecting you to do this.
Well, no, the cleanup process has a lot to do with the fact that he's gold now. There is a very specific way to turn someone back after I turn them into gold. It doesn't work good on people, but I can explain later. We need to move the body to the hotel I'm staying at. And
the hotel?
Yeah, checkmate. Very expensive. Don't worry about it. I'll let you in.
What's the name?
The Checkmate Hotel. It's in Barrow Ridge, the cool part of town. And so basically, if we can get him there, I can turn him back. I don't know if any of you know surgery or anything like that, but the second he's turning back, he's gonna start bleeding again.
And he's gonna start attacking you again.
Yeah, so we have all the time in the world to prepare. He's not going anywhere. He's not gonna die, but the second we turn him back, he's gonna pick up right where he left off.
Do we want that?
It's better than him dying.
Right.
He was our only lead. A living
how
lead.
Do we even know this is connected?
I think it's weird enough to be put in like the bracket.
For no reason. We don't know it's connected, but we should treat it assuming that it might be.
Who the fuck else would go to your bar and start attacking?
Oh, you would be surprised. But
Shnaided,
not like this.
Now and then.
Not like this. This is. I have never had someone go all black-eyed and crazy mumblings on me. No. She's going to take the bucket and the mop that are still standing there. She's going to try and get rid of all the blood.
Just shaking.
She is stressed.
No. As Jasmine does, get the bucket and try, will walk over and take it from her and give her not a push, but a hand on her to hold her back and say no, you seem way out of your mind. You don't need to do this right now.
No. We need to clean this place.
Oh, shut it. I'll clean it. Just sit down at the bar until you're clear-headed again.
I'm gonna go find
all right. I'm gonna go behind the bar and start up the espresso machine.
Dante will look over everything that happens, not even really paying attention to the stab wound he now has somewhere in his abdomen. Say, guess I'll go find us a doctor.
That would be a good idea, but he will need to meet us at the hotel.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This did not happen in the King's Oath, all right?
Yep, that's so true. He just showed up one day.
Halford, think about how you're going to transport this new statue of yours.
Yeah,
and
I will need to borrow.
Take out
what?
documents out of his pockets. Check out who he is, who he might be. Okay?
About the transportation, I will need to buy.
Sorry,
Okay,
you
that's-
cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
I will need to borrow one of your phones. Do you have
Is
any?
very interested in the espresso machine right now. She is. I mean, she's well aware
Dante
of what
will
you're
say,
saying, but no way.
tell
such a
me
phone.
who I phone. I'll hold the phone in my hand on the
good one.
loudspeaker.
No problem. And he tells him the number. Pedro.
Okay.
Pedro, of course.
Dante has Pedro.
Yeah, and put it on speaker. I'll tell him what to do.
Yeah.
Right. And basically, Ned just said,
he says, "Hello, is this Pedro?"
Oh no, no one picked up.
You ring. So it's ringing for a couple of minutes. And then you, hello.
Hello, is this Pedro?
See, this is Pedro. Yes.
You know a certain Mr. Halford?
Yes, I know Mr. Halford. He is very good. Yes.
Yeah. Sort of a bellend, isn't he?
I am not at liberty to say, sir.
Right.
But yes, he is a bit of a bellend. Yes.
He wants to speak to you. I'm putting you on loudspeaker.
Okay.
And then I'll put him on loudspeaker.
Hello, is Pedro here?
"Nah, hello, Pedro."
Hello,
So
Mr.
you know how I
Halford.
said you know how I said I'd be walking back.
Yes,
Uh,
you are very adamant, sir.
Yeah, no, there's been a change of plans. I'll give you a very hefty tip if you show up soon. Okay?
I
and,
am at home, sir.
Well, whenever you can, maybe tomorrow. You know, it would be fine. Just exactly the same place you dropped me off, and make sure the trunk is empty.
We're not gonna keep
Okay.
this statue here the entire day. This needs to go.
What
I'll
is
take
this
it. I'll
statue,
take it.
sir?
I'm
What is this about a statue? I cannot fit in my car, sir.
Yeah, it's a person-sized statue. The limousine, they're big. You know, doesn't matter.
Okay, okay. I will come to pick you up now. Is this okay?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That works out great.
Okay, okay.
You'll receive a hefty tip. Do not worry.
Okay, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Goodbye, Mr. Halford.
No, you're the best, Pedro. And like, yeah. Okay, so Pedro's on his way.
You feel the sadness in his voice as the phone goes dead.
Oh, damn. I feel so bad to drag Pedro into this, dude.
I stand by my bellend comment.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't blame you, but you know, I'm still me.
Isadora like walk to the statue and like observe it? Is it?
It is. As far as art goes, it's pretty fucking horrific.
No,
The guy
care
is.
about that part. He doesn't care about that part. He likes it. We could disguise it. And like then he moves on to observe the face's expression and like the body.
If you can see my video right now, this is the expression. It's.
Your video went out on Roll20.
Oh,
There's also
fuck.
no video.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
It's on roll 20. I just.
I will. Okay. Well, yes. It is a mouth open fleck, almost like you can almost feel the flecks of spit flying from his open mouth. Knife clutched in hand. Pure, hungry rage on his face.
I mean, that just sounds like cool. You can just, you know, great Scottish hero. Bruce the Mighty. There we go.
like he did like okay. Isadora suggested disguising the statue.
Yeah. Well, I love that idea. Anyway, keep going. I'm serious. Takes out the golden whiteboard, wipes off the blood off it, and then just like takes out a marker and is like, "Any bright ideas, please."
Mr. Halford, you are way too cheery at this.
You know, it's some people cry, some people laugh, some people are me, and
And like everyone,
powers that can help us right now:
appreciate
memory wiping, turning something invisible, the ability to carry any amount of weight. These things could be very helpful right now. And he's just like barely holding up the board, and because it's so heavy, and he has the marker, and he's just like writing shit down.
There's a cloth behind my whiteboard. You can just cover it with that. It's large enough. It's about a bed sheet size.
Whew.
I can
I'm taking
try
the,
change
Say.
appearance.
What?
Although it is a good stat. Maybe. Good
I
expression.
mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't agree with you on that. It does not look like a good stat.
No, this is for
No, but he means it not in the way that he likes statue. Just it accurately represents emotion as it is a solid person
It's,
Sure.
experiencing emotion.
it's a horrible thing, and it's not
As
something we should keep around.
as you guys are left there, oh sorry, I'll leave.
that
You
was
finish.
all.
Sorry, Elizabeth, you were saying.
I was gonna ask a question to Nat about this and ask him, have you ever turned someone to gold before?
Yeah. So let me just go through
No,
the
you
story.
No further explanation, please.
I know it will work.
I
You
want
don't need to
further
question
explanation.
if it will work. You just need to tell me how you can help, please.
I'm not gonna tell you how I can help. I'm asking you a question. You've turned someone to gold before. You say
Yes.
we turn them back and they will be like they were before. So am I to assume that underneath this, it's still this person?
Same way he is when you last saw him will be the way he is. Basically, it's like going from the inside. From what I know, it feels like going to sleep, right? You know that you're
How do
asleep.
you know that?
I could tell you, or we could figure.
Before?
I don't like calling them victims. What is this? I'm saving this man right now.
Sure.
Anyway, I'm gonna go find us a doctor.
Go ahead. I
Dante
would
steps
really.
out.
Okay. I have something I want to do to the statue, but I will do that while Dante steps out. So whatever we want to do first, it's fine.
At that point, as you guys sort of set about your plan to go and do things and sort of figure this out, the camera is going to sort of pan out from this room over the pub and drift over to overlong of the whole city spread out now. The lighting as the day comes to an end, and it's going to begin to intensify in a far corner in Russet Way, where an alleyway there is a young man barefoot, scratched, ripped to pieces hoodie, is mumbling back and forth on his as he rocks back and forwards, going, "Just a taste, just a taste." Then another figure moves into the alleyway, tall, muscular, white-bearded and white-faced, with strange, piercing blue eyes. He stares down at the young man beneath him and goes, "Here, laddie, have a taste." And he reaches down and hands something to the young man. The young man goes, "Just a taste." And that's where we're going to end things for tonight.
Nice.
Yo, that's wacky. I have a question. How does the geek out during this
Yeah.
credits work? Because I want to do
I
that.
just
Well,
press the button,
give me 1
press the
minute.
button.
Let me show you. Here we go.
Let me run to the bathroom and then we'll do the geek out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a drink.
I mean, that would fit Santa Claus, wouldn't it? The candies, the sweets.
Oh, bro, he's turning people into his elves.
Oh my god, yeah.
I
But
don't
our
think that's
characters
that.
don't know that is the thing, right? That was the
Yeah.
thing for us, the players. Like, we have no idea as
Oh,
characters.
yeah.
White
This is
bearded man,
completely
This
out
is
of
blue eyes.
character.
great.
Also,
Hey,
fellas, I am sorry for traumatizing everyone, but it was really the only
Oh,
thing.
it was great.
It was
It was
awesome.
great.
It
It
was
was
awesome.
a great scene.
Seriously.
Like, it gave me an opportunity to actually grab Ned and put him to the wall and question him.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was great. Like,
Bro,
that's a great interplay.
yo, Ned was just like, yo, listen, bro.
It's all right. It's all right. We can turn him back into a crazy person with a massive head wound. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next job, we bring him to the hotel. We turn him back. We find the doctor. That's next job.
Well,
I'd say
let's
I
not
think it's
forget
better
that he's
to
probably still mad.
Yeah, I think it's better to have the toughest person you know and the doctor before we even do anything to turn him back.
That'd be Dante.
I could I don't know. I could try and sort of I don't know, constrict him in a form wherein he can't harm us. I could try.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't really mold the things that Ned has turned into gold the same way you can normal gold. It doesn't work the same.
No, not as physically constricting, more as in
Yeah.
assigning it a metaphorical role in life.
There's
that'd be
there's
cool.
a lot of creative liberties taken with the turning things into gold because
Yeah.
we have to.
Yeah.
It's like, just for everyone to know, it's like he's in a coma.
Mm-hmm.
So within it is not still actively dying,
It's still an
no.
interesting question to the rest of our characters as how does Ned know this? You know? Oh, don't worry, he's fine. We're like, how the fuck do you know?
So
Have you done this
not
to
the
people
first
before?
time.
Did you talk to them afterwards? What's
So
happened? You know?
since we're kind of already doing this, shall
My
we
guess
geek
is
out during the credits?
Yeah, dude. Okay.